Hello and welcome to another episode of Chopping Onions. Today we have a short video because we are gonna make a recipe of a dish that takes around 30 minutes to cook. It is a mushroom risotto or risotto di funghi. Let's start. As usual, and probably the signature for the channel, we start by chopping an onion. This time we wind it fine. Doesn't need to be ground fine, but as fine as you can make it with a knife. A bit more fine maybe, that should be it. Now for the mushrooms, I bought the typical mushroom mix that you can find in the supermarket. I really love stopping by a street food market to find the specific mushrooms, but the current situation is not helping, so I have to stick to supermarket ones, but they are good. This pack specifically contains oyster, eringi and mitake. We are just gonna slice them into big strips, but not too big. So now we take a deep frying pan and put it on a medium heat. Then we add a splash of olive oil as well as some butter. Now we add the onions and we stir fry for a couple of minutes. Then we add some garlic. And then we add the mushrooms. We need to saute them for at least 5 minutes. And now it's time to add the rice. I'm using carnoli rice here, but you could use arborio, that is not exactly the same, but works as well. We fry for 1 or 2 minutes, making sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. Then we add a generous splash of white wine and we let it evaporate. At this point we have to start adding the stock that we are adding in little steps. I recommend having it warm or at least at room temperature so we don't stop the cooking process every time we add some. I am using chicken stock that I have made out of chicken bones and vegetables, but you can go vegetarian here if you want with some vegetable stock. And as I mentioned, we add the stock in little steps and we constantly stir the rice so it releases the starch so it gets that sticky result. As a contrast, I'm going to mention that this is the opposite process of what you will follow for a paella, where you look for a loose grain result by never stirring. We keep stirring and adding stock until it's cooked. Stir but be gentle with the mushrooms. Keep an eye on how salty the rice is, taking consideration that we are gonna add some Parmesan cheese at the end and that will add some saltiness. Now we lower the heat and we add the butter. Then we finish with a big amount of grated Parmesan cheese. How much Parmesan cheese? Never enough. We let it rest for a couple of minutes before serving. We finish by grating some Parmesan cheese on the top, then adding some fresh basil leaves, then we pour some extra virgin olive oil and we grind some pepper on the top. And this is it. Simple but yummy dish. And as always, I hope you liked the video. All the ingredients are in the description box below. And click on the subscribe button to see more videos like this one. Cheerio!